So just while we wait, I am going to be turning on my Instagram, and so I'll do a quick intro over there before we get started. And just hold tight and then we'll get going. Okay, so we are streaming in a few places. We've got the live webinar that's happening for everyone who is able to register through the link. I will also be recording this on Instagram Live for those of you who are able to catch it in the next 24 hours. So welcome Instagram Live people. And then hopefully it goes up in the Facebook group too. If you're not part of that private Facebook community, it is, you can search it, the Visionary Method Holistic Business Coaching. Inside that group, there's always a ton of great info posted. That's where I run our quarterly challenges. And unfortunately, right now, it may not end up sticking the video in there because Facebook has locked me out for whatever reason. So I'm just going to have to get over that and continue on with my day. Luckily, there are so many other ways to reach each other. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Again, feel free if you're on the live webinar to keep your audio and your video off, especially until the end. Hi, Danny. All right, so let's get started. So welcome everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm so excited that you are tuning in today because I have a topic that personally I am extremely passionate about. And I know that once you listen to this full webinar, you're going to be convinced as well. And not that you need convincing, but I want you to feel the empowerment that comes along knowing that entrepreneurship is possible for all of us. Okay, so that's the title of tonight's masterclass or webinar, that entrepreneurship is possible for all of us. I have worked hard over the past 3 to 4 years to really pull in everything that I have learned on my entrepreneurial journey that I'm really pumped to share with you tonight. I've never taught this exact class before, so you're seeing it here first. It is kind of like an exclusive, which I'm really excited about. So unfortunately, if you're on Instagram, you're not actually seeing the slides with me, but you can definitely watch the replay. So make sure that you still head to my Instagram, sign up, and you will get emailed out the replay. I want to encourage you to turn off your distractions this evening. So grab a beverage and silence your phone and, just give yourself a minute, maybe a few multiple minutes, to really pay attention to what I'm going to share, because these 5 secrets that I'm going to open up to you by the end of this masterclass, again, they're things that I have learned through a lot of failure and a lot of trial. And I want you to not go through the same hardships that I did in building a business. And so the best way to focus and to really take in all of the learnings this evening is to shut off your device and to, tune in and come back to me here and commit to yourself that you're going to take this hour to learn. I promise there's a lot of good info inside, so if you trust me, then that would be the best way to really soak it all in. Now, I have a sneaky feeling that you're probably already tuned into the possibilities around running your own business. Probably you've seen a lot of your friends dabble in opening a business or building a brand, or potentially you yourself have started to create some sort of website, or maybe it is a DIY craft that you're now selling, or maybe you've opened a physical space. So whether you're at the beginning or middle or at the end of your entrepreneurial journey, you know that there is infinite possibility, limitless possibility associated with running your own business. Otherwise, the title of this webinar probably would not have appealed to you, right? So that's one thing that I know really brings us all together. But my goal is really to remind you of your potential tonight. I want you to be reminded that that feeling within you, maybe when you signed up or when you started your business of, wouldn't it be cool if, or imagine if, that's the feeling within yourself that I want you to preserve. And it's hard. I'll be the first to say that feeling like you can wake up every morning and say, I got this. Entrepreneurship is for me, or I can create whatever I want in this lifetime. That's freaking challenging. Okay. I know that it is a constant battle to build that belief in yourself and to remind yourself that whatever you want is truly within reach. Obviously, a certain amount of work associated, but I am here to continually remind you of that. So I want to be the first to say that yes, you can, even when you think you can't. And as a business coach, one of my jobs is to get you in the right mindset to be able to actually bring your offer to life. So that is truly at the core of something I believe, is that if you set your mind to something, if you see someone else do it, you can do it too. But first, before we dive into those 5 secrets and before I share a little bit more about myself, I want to share with you just some questions, some food for thought, if you will. So I want to know, if nothing changes in your life in the next 5 years, will you still be happy? If nothing changes in the next 5 years, will you still be happy? If you're following the same path that you are now, and you do this forever, is that okay with you? If you build someone else's dreams for the rest of your life, will you feel fulfilled? So write down either yes or no to each of those questions. And I know that the people who are tuning in tonight, you're all in very different spots in terms of the businesses that you're creating. But again, when you ask yourself those questions, what comes to mind? So if you answered yes to most questions, I'm totally honoring where you are. If you're happy with what you've created up to this point and you're kind of ready to just hold still for a bit and to just enjoy maybe having a job that does not cause you any stress, or that you can coast for a while and you're good with where you're at, then that's awesome. This may not be the webinar for you, but I still want you to stay on. If you answered no to most of those questions, if you answered no, so you will not be happy if nothing changes, you are likely on the cusp of a major shift. There is something waiting for you. There is something big coming in your future, because you're not ready to settle for the status quo. And I'm sensing that within you, okay? But before you get all worried thinking, well, how am I ever going to make this change? Or what am I going to do that allows me to make money doing something I like online? Or I don't know how to begin making that change or that pivot from where I am now. First, I understand it's kind of a crossroads to be at when you aren't happy with where you are, but you don't know where you want to be. You're trying to swim from island A to island B, but you don't really know how to swim, or you're not sure what the route is to get to island B. I need to start this webinar by saying, and this is something that might take you like 1 second to wrap your head around, that nothing is self-evidently what you're supposed to devote your life to. Nothing. For most people, 99% of people, they don't have this clear vision that's buried within them that is landed on them from day one, or that is apparent to them at this moment in life. So again, I'm going to read that. Nothing is self-evidently what you're supposed to devote your life to. It takes trial and error. It takes starting and pivoting. It takes joining and then, deciding it's not for you and going to the next thing, launching one bundle of ebooks and realizing that your audience is asking for something different. So it's okay if you don't feel clarity, because most people don't. But when they have a fire within them, they're willing to try something in order to get started. We need to remind ourselves that if entrepreneurship is for you, if the word, if the concept, if the lifestyle gets you excited, then at some point you may need to take a leap, whether that's a small leap, such as, starting to record YouTube videos and putting yourself out there a bit, or maybe it's a big leap where you need to quit your job and you need to devote time to understanding what you can create in this moment. Now, again, another objection for a lot of people when they hear entrepreneurship is for all of us, they immediately think, well, that's not what I was taught. That's not the way it's always been done. Back in the day, things looked a lot different. When you think about our parents' generation, I don't know how old everyone is who's tuning in tonight, but a lot of baby boomers, they had the live to work mentality. Whereas we want to work just enough to live an amazing life. So it's a bit of a different mentality there. As passionate, driven humans, we want to share our message. We want to tap into our passions and our strengths because we know that we're not going to get far in our careers and in our life and in our growth if we're constantly working on our weaknesses or doing things that don't challenge us. So we want careers that fulfill us and that stretch us. And in comparison to 30, 40 years ago, now there are more industries and there are more jobs being created every single day. Jobs that exist today did not exist 40 years ago. Things like computer programmers or app designers. There are so many industries now that have come to be because things have evolved. So I just want to recognize that fact that times are changing and you don't have to do it the way it's always been done. So I'm assuming that you have joined the webinar or on Instagram because maybe one, you desire a little bit more control over your time. You don't like someone telling you where to be and when. Maybe you want more freedom in your life, freedom to use your creative gifts, freedom to finally tap into your strengths and deliver those through an offer that you create. Maybe you're sick and tired of your current job, or you're done with running on someone else's schedule or agenda. Perhaps you're here because you know that you're ready for growth and that next level of you might require you to learn from somebody who's gone before you, somebody who's paved a path for you. Or maybe you just want to understand what it really takes if you're going to start your business. Maybe you want to become a virtual assistant, so you want to know what that's going to take. Maybe you want to bring your fitness studio online and start offering online coaching in that respect. So perhaps those are some of the reasons that you're here. You're all welcome here, no matter whether entrepreneurship is something that you've aspired to, or you're still a little bit confused on how this could possibly work for you in your life, or if it fits into your timeline. But I just want you to stay on as long as you can this evening to really learn what those 5 secrets are that I wish I knew when I first started my journey a few years back. All right, a few more reasons why you may have showed up tonight. Again, if you can't see the slides because you are on Instagram or Facebook, I apologize, but you can definitely just keep on listening. So perhaps you are done with playing small or done with being stagnant and you want to take action on your dreams or your vision or on something that you know you're capable of. Maybe you want to build an offer, whether that's an extension of your current brand, whether that's a small little gathering in your home and you want to learn how to bring communities of people together. Maybe you want to help people. You have a heart for serving. You want to change lives, make a global impact. Okay, these are all reasons to become an entrepreneur because you are in control. You get to create your own destiny. So I'm going to introduce myself quickly for those who may not yet know me. So formerly, I practiced as a holistic nutritionist. I studied at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition, where I now teach their business course, actually. And along my journey of building my nutrition business, I realized that I was actually a lot more passionate about creating the communities and my online marketing strategies and using social to capture my client leads and building sales funnels that would bring people from interested in my products and services to actually purchasing them and joining my group programs. So that led me down my path of becoming an online entrepreneur. There was obviously many, many things that happened between there, but from my nutrition career, it really allowed me, as I built my business there, to understand what this whole online world was, what this world of entrepreneurship was that I was just figuring out one day at a time as a new nutrition grad trying to build her practice. The learning to me, though, was absolutely thrilling. And that prompted me to want to share what I had learned with others so that it didn't take them as long as it took me. In the middle of that story, the part that I leave out and now will share with you is that I also worked a lot of corporate jobs. And I was let go from two, not one, but two dream jobs. So I worked for one of Canada's biggest grocery store chains and one of Canada's biggest health food brands. And due to business needs, I was restructured out of my role twice in about 5 years before I even turned 30. So I knew at that moment when I got let go from my second dream job that I needed to make a shift. I needed to get in business for myself if I didn't want that to happen again. It's devastating. If you've ever been let go from a job before, getting that call saying that you're done and thanks for all your services, but we don't need you anymore. It's horrible, especially when you love the work that you do and you hadn't planned on doing something different, right? So that's when I really decided to commit to building a brand. Did I know what it was going to look like? Not really. Did I know that I had enough fire within me to figure it out? Yes, I did. Because I looked around me on the internet, and of course, Instagram and Facebook were already a thing. So I was seeing other people who were either equally as qualified or less qualified than me, who are growing these brands and businesses based on their skill and their knowledge. And so I just had this strange feeling that I was sitting on a massive opportunity, an opportunity to put myself out there and to begin doing what I saw other people doing, which in my case was creating an online course and selling it and allowing myself to work entirely online, remotely, not building someone else's company. I'm about 4 years into my business now, and it has not come without its hurdles, okay? I could stand here today and say that it was just this linear path and I was, soaring and thriving every step of the way. But the truth is, I studied with a lot of coaches, a lot of mentors. I made a lot of mistakes too, okay? So yes, I was able to study with people like Amy Porterfield and Marie Forleo and Tony Robbins and Jenna Kutcher. But that doesn't mean things go perfectly. I still had many months where I didn't have a coach. I still had many times when I had no clear trajectory of where I was meant to go. But tonight, I really want to share with you the exact step-by-step process of how to build a business, just like I have, right? You and I are no different, using your unique strengths, skills, and passions, okay? So through my 4 years of bringing in all this knowledge and in scaling up my business to the level that I wanted it to be, I'm finally sharing the 5 things that I know to be true that are going to help you out in so many ways as you kick off your business journey. The best part is that you absolutely do not need a Harvard degree to watch this webinar, okay? When I say the word entrepreneurship, I don't want you to be intimidated thinking that it's only for people who have studied for years and years and years. Because in this day, we are living in something called the knowledge economy. It is our new reality. And actually, it is a billion-dollar industry already. And what that means is that people are paying one another for their knowledge. Think about online courses. Think about workshops that you attend. Think about events that you've participated in, okay? You're buying someone else's knowledge. And this is definitely something that was not on the radar 20 years ago. So this is a brand new industry. If you can solve somebody's problems, you have yourself a business, okay? If you can solve someone's problems, you have yourself a business. And at the tap of a keyboard, you can create content where there's never been content. You can create income beyond your wildest dreams. We live in the knowledge economy. You can sell your knowledge, you can put a price tag on it, and be paid, be rewarded, be compensated for the life experiences that you have. That's how I've built my entire business. I've never pretended to be something I'm not. So who is the knowledge business for, right? Because you came to this webinar thinking entrepreneurship is possible for all of us. Yes, it is, but I am going to zero in on this knowledge business. So things like for consulting or service providers or holistic wellness practitioners, I'm going to be sharing mostly with you. However, the concepts will trickle out into all types of businesses as well. If you have life and work experience, okay, you've had jobs, you have passions outside of your work, you've had stories like me of being let go from your jobs. That experience gives you a lot of merit to start a business. If you have stories, if you have a lot of wins, losses, challenges, that gives you the option to start a business, okay? If you have a growth mindset, a visionary mindset, that allows you to start a business. If you desire to create something meaningful to help somebody, then you can start a business too, okay? If you can solve someone's problems, you can start a business. I want you to get your piece of the pie, okay? The knowledge economy is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's really not, okay? We will gladly pay to download somebody else's knowledge. And it's a great day when we get to be able to choose who our teachers are, right? Remember going to school when you were younger and you didn't get to choose your teacher? Nowadays, you can buy offers, services, products from whoever you want, the person you connect with the most. It's a peer-to-peer economy where we support one another and you choose who your coaches and mentors are. So this is why I'm a huge advocate of the concept that entrepreneurship is for all of us. There's a low barrier to entry, next to no capital requirement or investment, and there's the ability to adapt quickly, okay? To pivot quickly. Your initial investment as a business owner, selling your knowledge or creating an online business, workshop, could be just hundreds of dollars. But the best part is when you're a business owner, your future profit is limitless, right? It truly is. So what are some of the ways that people are becoming entrepreneurs these days? You may have seen people who build online courses, who join coaching programs or who are offering coaching programs, people who are selling ebooks, who are doing consulting or freelance work, right? Freelance PR, email marketing, social media, offering transformational client services, right? Maybe you're an NLP practitioner, a hypnotherapist, or maybe you want to offer retreats and workshops. So again, if you're on Instagram, unfortunately you can't see my slides, but if you want to watch the recording, I'll send it to you. Okay, so I'm just going to share a few people that I've worked with and that I know who have used this idea that entrepreneurship is possible based on our life experiences and our skills, and have changed it into a business. I want to introduce you to Robin. Robin is the founder of Autoimmune Thriving, and what she's done through someone who has an autoimmune condition has actually channeled all this knowledge into a coaching program, into a resource that people who are newly diagnosed with autoimmune diseases can come to, okay? And she was a past client of mine. So she's created an online coaching offering. Let me introduce you to Mariah. Mariah is a friend of mine, and she's the founder of Social by Nature. She's taken the knowledge inside her head, her skills in social media creation and all things digital, and she's channeled it into a consulting business. And April is a past client of mine as well. She's the founder of a program called Align, Activate, Attract, and it discusses the different chakras in the body. And she's created something so wonderful that is transforming lives and that can be utilized with people all across the world, right? So though she is located in Toronto, she's able to work with people all around the globe and to travel and to do the work that she loves and that she's good at. So what are we learning from these real life examples? Because it's all just conceptual, because you don't know these people like I do. But some of the key takeaways that you can package up something that you're really good at and you can make money from it. And that your expertise comes from the life you've lived and that you are a master of something. So we can dig out what you're about to build. And at the end of the day, people want you to come as you are. They want you to show up and just be yourself, right? They want to see the real you and connect with a real human. So whether you are a nutrition coach, like I used to be, yoga teacher, like I mentioned, a lot of people are NLP practitioners that join this program, hypnotherapists, photographers, wellness enthusiasts, community builders, service providers. If you're passionate about anything, there is opportunity that awaits you. So now let's discuss the 5 must-know secrets before you create, launch, and scale up your business, okay? So let's dive into them. I know this is what you've all been waiting for. Let me just grab a quick sip. Now, it's important to know that these secrets are not new. They're not going to be like mind-blowing, oh my gosh, I've never heard that. But they're underutilized and they're under-talked about. But all of these secrets, when you practice them, when you implement them, they are proven and time-honored when it comes to building a profitable business. And that's what we're here to learn about, right? At the end of the day, we need money as a tool to keep us going. As much as we do this out of passion and love, the money is absolutely essential. And this stuff, like they don't teach you this stuff in a lot of different schools. So nothing's off limits. If you do come across questions, I'm an open book. I'm always happy to share more about my personal journey, about my client experiences. So again, like we don't have to be formal here. Type your questions in and I will definitely make time to answer them in the Q&A at the end. Okay, so let's chat about secret number 1. You need to believe that you have something unique. You must be the biggest believer that you have something unique. And at the end of the day, it really does start with your mindset, okay? Because our minds, they can be tricky with us, right? They can wake up and have limiting beliefs plastered all over your brain. And then they continue to creep in throughout the day. And you see other people online building their dreams and you feel inferior. Or somebody tells you that you'll never be able to quit your corporate job, or that creating an online program, how will you fill it with people, okay? But we need to be working on our mindset. We need to work on the belief that it is possible for us to be successful in creating an offer. We have to work on that every single day, okay? Working on that belief. So in addition to knowing and practicing and believing that we have something unique to share with the world, there's also a quick little exercise that you can do if you're still not sure what it is that you're here to do, right? Like I mentioned, nothing is self-evidently what you're supposed to devote your life to, but you can choose based on what you're passionate about, what you have education and credentials in, and what people want from you. When you look at the merger of those three prompts, that's that zone of genius. That's that zone that only you can create. What is it that you can create that nobody else can? And when you get clear on that, the belief that you have something unique should be strong, okay? So maybe your past is in graphic design, but you're really passionate about yoga. And all the time you are researching how to build community, okay? So maybe you put on yoga retreats for graphic designers because they're sitting all day in front of a screen, and you're looking to also show graphic designers how to incorporate movement into their 9-hour work days. And then you have a forum and a Slack channel for them. Do you think you can monetize that? Yes, of course you can. So answering those three questions hopefully can get you a little bit clear on what it is that you could create that makes you so unique. Okay, let's move on to secret number 2. Now that you believe in yourself, showing up and shining bright is a really, really, really important secret, especially in the early days. Showing up when you're the only person that knows about your brand and business. Being the biggest advocate, the one who's so excited to be like, I just launched this coaching program, because nobody else has heard of it. So you showing up and you being on the front lines of shining bright to spread the word of your product and service is vital. And if you could remember that every time you talked about what you're passionate about, people are going to be infected with that energy, okay? If you say, oh my gosh, I've been cooking plant-based for the last month, I've been feeling amazing, I'm just compiling recipes, that's showing up for your future business and shining bright and inspiring others, and then sharing those recipes. And then when you do launch the ebook, people are already aware of it, right? You've been showing up for yourself. More than ever, the world truly does need you to package something up, create an offer, and they need you to shine bright and show up to deliver that offer. For example, if you work in the health and wellness or healing space, we're facing pretty sad statistics in the realm of mental illness, chronic disease, and obesity. So if you have tools, maybe you're a nutritionist or an acupuncturist or a health coach, and you can help these people because you have a story to share, then why are you holding back, right? It's selfish to hold that back from people. Or maybe you're listening and you're really good or really passionate about social media and project management and digital marketing. Well, there are many small, medium businesses who need your help, but they can't afford a full-time employee, right? They're small and they need consultants. So why are you holding those services back if you want to be a freelancer? Okay, the world really does need your services, but so long as you are keeping your light dim and you're not even sharing with people what you're passionate about, that's one of the biggest problems. Is some people, like, they live a life, but they're not actually sharing with their friends and family what it is they love. If you love working out, but you don't convey that to anyone, then nobody's going to think of you next time there's a, full-time fitness position posted. So again, it's selfish not to share your gifts. And sure, it's obviously overwhelming to think about pulling an offer out and thinking about what you're good at and not knowing how people are going to react. But the more you start showing up and shining bright, the more you build a like-minded community. Maybe they're paying customers, maybe they're your biggest supporters, but a secret to starting to build a business from scratch is to show up for what you know you want to create and be more vocal about it. Oprah didn't become Oprah by waiting for someone to find her, right? She was setting up the meetings. She was going into the different TV news stations and saying, I'm good enough for this job. Please give me a chance. She showed up for her vision, her dreams. You will rise to the top when you do this consistently. How can you not, right? Even someone who's good at like the goofiest thing, like playing like the harmonica, for example. Yeah, when they show up and they step into their light and they're dancing and playing it, they get on America's Got Talent. Like, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what your talent is, what your skills are. When you shine that bright, nobody can resist watching you and wanting to know more about what you do. Secret number 3, treat your business idea or your business like a business. You have to, no matter how small or big or non-existent your business idea is. You have to start treating it like it is something important. Most of you who are watching this on social or on the webinar, you'll arrive at the end of a week and have no idea what you did to produce business results. Even if it's just an idea in your head that you keep saying, I would love to start an online coffee subscription, or I would love to package up my personal training services into online programs. Okay, but the problem is you get to the end of the week and you don't really know what you did to accomplish or get one step closer. But I can't blame you. Don't blame yourself either. You've never been the chief visionary officer of what I call it, or the CEO of a business or of your own business. So how are you supposed to know how to treat your business like a business? If you're a new entrepreneur, you haven't started yet, it's really challenging to fall into those routines, right? However, there are things that simplify you treating your business like it's $1 million business. Number 1, finding clarity in your vision, which I teach in the visionary method, and having a clear plan of attack that seems manageable. That helps you to eliminate the non-essentials and double down on income generating activities. And that is treating your business like a business. But again, they don't teach you these things in school. It's hard to figure it out by yourself if you don't have a lot of entrepreneur friends. Something that I do teach, but for most people, they're kind of just treating their business like a hobby. And unfortunately, that brings them hobby income. You may have heard this before. But when you treat your business like it's a 6-figure empire, that leads to 6-figure income, okay? It's a no-brainer. I work my business 50 to 60 hours a week. I don't have to. Nobody's got their hand on my shoulder saying, I need this done. However, I realize that right now it's a huge growth phase for me. And to continue to build that momentum, I treat my business like it's the most important thing. And guess what? The returns are quite obvious. Secret number 4, it's never been as easy to launch as it is right now. Right now. Why? Because you can have a business that reaches worldwide. You can capture clients for next to no money, little upfront time investment. And at this point, the path has already been walked. So it's easy to watch and copy, or to learn and download the knowledge that thousands of others have used to start a business. It's never been easier. And I know you all know that. You've seen people. All they do is throw up a landing page, a buy now button. That's it. Obviously, there's more to having a brand with longevity than that, but you just need the map right now, okay? People have gone before you. They've proven that it's possible. Maybe you have a current business and you're looking to add your next service offering. You've seen other people do it. You've seen them successfully maybe add on a group coaching program to their current product-based business. They've done it, right? They've created that second, that third income stream. All the tools are available to us. We just need to know where to find them, right? Okay, so we're gonna get into secret number 5. Secret number 5 is all about investing in coaching, okay? Investing in coaching. Oh, I'm getting low battery on my Instagram. Okay, so why is investing in coaching a secret? Well, because not a lot of people do it, to be honest. So people pay 20 grand per year to do a master's, to go to an institution, to get higher level learning, to learn a new skill. Yet for some reason, there's still kind of this wall of people being afraid as they become a business owner. They're afraid to invest the money into their business development. They work so hard on their craft, right? You paid thousands to become a yoga instructor or a nutritionist or an interior designer, but you're not willing to spend the money to help you launch your business, to soar your learning trajectory. And that's okay, but would you have learned all the things you learned in your other certifications if you tried to do it yourself? Probably not. You can't really become a doctor or a yoga teacher just on your own through learning. But if you pay someone to teach you, you're going through a structured system. Somebody's bringing you through a tried and tested formula to achieve success, okay? So, of course, you can do it your way, or you could spend some money up front, not saying it needs to be with me, but I want to see you succeed in this business idea of yours. You need to invest in coaching. The moment I hired my first business coach, things radically shifted for me. Now, when we work with a coach, they're able to see things that you're not able to. I knew I had visions inside of me for what I was potentially able to create, but I couldn't sort out the ideas. I actually had like 3, 4, 5 different businesses running at the time I hired my first business coach. I felt like I was spiraling, and I knew I was capable of more. I knew I was capable of simplifying and scaling up. And for me, that was my unique issue. And I needed someone to sit me down and unlock the next level of my business. And in the early days, I needed someone to unlock that first level of my business, right? Maybe you're a new grad and you don't have these skills yet. It's so great for a coach to be able to hand you the key. Say, here's the keys to the kingdom. Now let's walk out the path. You know the journey. Here's how to get from A to B. And it takes the complication away. It's an amazing feeling that not enough people take advantage of. But again, you're going to take years to figure it out your way, or you can find someone who's packaged up their knowledge and just listen to what they say and experience that success a lot quicker. One thing I love about investing in coaching is that it's like having a lighthouse that guides you to safety. Like when you teach your first webinar, for example, or when you launch your online website, they're always going to be the one that's like, oh, wait, you missed this. Or did you add your buy now button? Or have you thought about how you're going to do this and this in your online class? That's what a coach is. They look out for you. It's like they know the cheat codes to win the lottery, right? They know the formula to success, or hopefully they do, and they're spilling it to you. They know the code that you need to enter to get that success. And they help you fast track the entire process, right? Wherever you are, they will get you to where you want to go a lot faster. I love this quote from the CEO of Home Depot. Bob N. He says, I absolutely believe that people, unless coached, never reach their full potential. Isn't that the truth, right? If you've ever worked with a coach before, you know that, whether it was a soccer coach or a health coach that helped you lose weight, a fitness coach who helped you get strong and toned, business coach who helped you accelerate your business. We know that coaches help us to get to where we want to go a lot faster and help us reach our full potential. So there you have it. Those are the 5 must-know secrets of launching a business and knowing that if entrepreneurship is for you, you can do it so long as you master those 5 secrets. So to recap, belief in yourself that you have something unique. In the early days when you're your own biggest fan and nobody has bought your product, you have to believe in yourself more than anybody else around you because you're the only one who cares. Number 2, show up and shine bright, okay? Nobody gets anywhere by playing small, by hiding their gifts, and by not expressing what they want. Number 3, treat your business like a business. Keep yourself accountable. Find an accountability button. Have someone show you how to track your metrics. Have someone show you what they do on a weekly basis to keep themselves on track. Number 4, it's never been easier than it is right now. People have walked out the path that you want to walk out, right? Whether that's building up to the current salary that you have in your full-time job or establishing enough to pay for your groceries each week, somebody's done it through monetizing a skill that they have. It has never been more accessible to become an entrepreneur. Number 5, invest in yourself. Okay, never be afraid because when you invest, you'll always make that money back at least 5 or 10 times if you follow the process and if your coach is credible. So I'm a firm believer that yes, in addition to having a beautiful business that you love, you can also have a life you love. You can have a health, the health that you deserve, the flexibility in the work that you create for yourself. More importantly, impact on this world and money. I mean, we all need money, right? You can have that in addition to becoming an entrepreneur. And I don't want you to think that I'm the type of person that says you have to hustle all the time, work your ass off. Yes, that is true to some extent. You do have to work for it, but you also need to take care of yourself and practice self-care and really think about the bigger impact that you're making on this planet. I know deep down in my heart, after working with hundreds and hundreds of clients and students, that we are all limitless, right? The only limits we have are the ones we've placed on ourselves. That I am able as a coach to lend people courage to launch, to create, to scale up until they find their own. And we need that as business owners. And that when you follow joy as your GPS, you will be wildly successful in this lifetime. There's no other way that it can happen if you're doing what you love and people are taking notice of that. So if you also believe what I believe, I want to share some of the next steps that I suggest and that I want to make sure you're aware of. So what you need to do is grab a pen and paper and start thinking about what is it that you love to do? What can you do better than anyone else? What are you certified in or have credentials in? And what are people willing to pay for? I want you to think about how you can step into that chief visionary officer role. How can you start showing up as a business owner, right? Showing up even if you don't have a business yet, giving yourself an hour a week for brainstorming. That's what business owners do. They allow themselves the time to think and explore their creative potential. I want you to think about creating an offer then that bundles your strengths and skills. And if you've gone through my 3 free-day course, you'll know that the exercise I use is the sticky note one. Happy to share more about that. We also do it inside the Visionary Method. But I want you to create some sort of offer that bundles your strengths and your skills. Finding your community is important, okay? So getting the word out there, starting to teach and share and educate so that you can find your community. And it's time to start thinking, what will that marketing and sales strategy be when you launch this offer? The 3 simple steps that I always go back to is if you can throw up a landing page, have a buy now button, and then the energy and drive to create what you said you were going to create, you're done. You've got yourself a business. You've got an offer, a landing page, a buy now button, and then the time and energy to create what you said you can create. Pretty awesome, right? That's that simple to create yourself some sort of online business. Okay, so now I want to shift into something that I'm really excited to share, and it's the option for you to download all of this knowledge, everything that you need in terms of marketing, business planning, stepping into that leadership role, community building, sales funnels, creating your offer. And I want to show you how to do that, to get the belief, the coaching, the support, and the toolkit, the full roadmap in just 90 days. So welcome to the Visionary Method. All right. The Visionary Method is a 90-day modern online business coaching program, and it has already helped hundreds of people to create, launch, and scale up the business of their dreams. The Visionary Method will teach you all of what I just mentioned, and it is guaranteed to have you produce the results that you want going into the program. Whether that's launching with 40 people inside your program, getting your first high ticket client, teaching your first workshop series, I have you covered. Okay. Now, we've already gone through our pre-sale of the Visionary Method. If you're already inside the program, I can't wait to start with you on Monday. But the pre-sale is ended, but now we are still offering some incredible bonuses as well as still a discounted price. So listen up if you're thinking that, hey, this actually could be what I'm looking for in order to accelerate my learning and to fast track my chances of getting my offer out to the people who need it the most, because I know you have something within you. So we do only have 6 spots left for our September 23rd start date, and this is the last start date of 2019, okay? Last one. So if you stick on, I know on Instagram you can't see, but if you're on the webinar, if you want to stick around, I'm going to be offering some fast action bonuses. So that's for people who are ready to take the leap. Maybe it's 6 of you who are watching right now who know that this program is for you. And if you purchase the program, or if you're interested in booking a call with me, you're going to get some pretty awesome stuff. And this picture that you're looking at over on, over on the webinar is actually a process that I will teach you through the Visionary Method. Okay, so let's talk about some of these bonuses. So for anyone who decides to enroll in the Visionary Method before spots sell out or before Thursday at 11:59 p.m., you're going to get a bonus 45-minute call with me to review your idea or assess your current business, okay? I want to know where you're at, what brought you to the program, and I want to see what our starting point is together. But also, I want to offer you as a bonus, and again, this is only for people who are taking advantage of that fast action bonus, 1 additional 30-minute call anytime throughout the program when you're feeling like you need support. So maybe we start building our email list and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm really struggling to figure this out. What should I say? I'm going to jump on the phone with you and give you a 30-minute call anytime, private, you and me. I'll walk you through any of your challenges, and that can be used at any time throughout the 90 days. I've also got another bonus for you. If you take advantage of the fast action bonus, I'm giving you your own segment on the Visionary Life podcast, where I will interview you and help you to promote your business, and you can tap into my audience of people who might be interested in your product or service, which is pretty cool. And one more fast action bonus. So again, this is only available to people who sign up before spot sellout or Thursday evening, is I'm going to give you full access to my masterclass all about creating a profitable social media strategy. This is a 17-page workbook alongside videos. And this is going to help you get your first 2,000 followers without paid advertising on social. Finally, unlimited email support with me, which is a super valuable resource that a lot of the students love to take advantage of, because anytime you have a question, you can send it via email. I want to share some of the success stories of past clients of mine. So starting with Patsy, she's a holistic nutritionist. She said, I decided to work with Kelsey because I had a vision of what I wanted to create, but I had no idea how I was going to get there. She was struggling with how to begin, so the to-do list was feeling daunting, and she felt paralyzed. Kelsey's teachings propel you to the next level. I was blown away by her knowledge and guidance and support. She's an incredible teacher. I couldn't imagine getting to where I am today without her. She's the real deal, best investment. So Patsy knows one of my secrets is to invest in yourself, just like I'm always investing in myself as well. I'll give you some time to read from a student that just graduated the Visionary Method. Her name's Abby. She has a common story of feeling overwhelmed and not making progress, knowing that it would take working with a group, joining the Visionary Method to push her goals forward. And then there's Christine. She's also a recent graduate of the program. She wasn't getting anywhere with her business beforehand, and I'm happy to share that she actually has a wait list built up for her clients now. So absolutely inspiring to see her go from feeling lost and unclear to not being able to take on any more clients at this current moment. So pretty special. All right, so again, if you're taking advantage of those fast action bonuses, it's really important that you either purchase tonight. You can go to kelseyrydell.com. You can go to kelseyrydell.com, click on the Visionary Method and then the Visionary Method group coaching program, or book that discovery call with me so that I know you're interested. And you can do that by, again, going to kelseyrydell.com. I'll show you here. And then once you're on the site, if you're watching, you're just going to click on the Visionary Method, which is along the top bar, if my website will ever load. So you'll click on the Visionary Method. You will get a drop-down menu and then click on the Visionary Method group coaching. That'll take you over to the page here, so you can either choose to enroll today, you can click that button, or if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you're able to book a free call with me, okay? So this ensures that I will make sure you get those fast action bonuses or that you can save your spot until you are ready to purchase the program. Now, let's talk about the investment, because I'm sure everyone's wondering, well, what is this going to set me back? I make sure that the Visionary Method is accessible to all students who would like to join, and that's why I do offer a 12-month payment plan. So it's 12 payments of $89. Super affordable. It is going up as of Thursday. You can also pay in full, and it's a one-time payment of 897 Canadian dollars. This is so affordable. There is no other business coaching program with this level of support, live support with me, that you will find at this price point, okay? And I just can't express enough how much value you're going to feel. The workbooks, you will have them forever. You get lifetime access to this program, so it never goes away. So if you're ready to explore your potential and create more impact doing something you love, Instagram, I'm going to lose you. If you want to move away from your current job or your career, you want to learn how to make money selling your offer online and live every day feeling free and inspired like I do. Maybe you have big dreams for your future, but you want to ensure that there's a solid foundation. Like it's okay to take a leap, but sometimes we need that platform to emerge. The Visionary Method can be that pre-built platform before you take the leap into your own business. I'm going to teach you to become that strategic leader, to become an organized and systematic business owner so that you'll find yourself bursting at the seams with inspiration and accountability in your business. I want you to skip the boring stuff when it comes to mapping out the plan behind your business, and let's focus on what really matters so you can begin generating money. I'm going to teach you to simply map out your empire, in a clear, concise, and fun way. We'll get crystal clear on what you're building, who you're building it for, and why. The deeper why is so important. If you want to put together a killer sales page that converts readers into customers, you want to have a knockout social media strategy and learn the ins and outs of building a standout website, you want to sell your offer with ease, like sell it feeling good and knowing that there's a way to make sales feel amazing, I can't wait to teach you that. And I want to show you how to scale up once you get that first sale, those first few sales. I'm going to show you how to go big. Now, I'm willing to bet that there are hundreds and thousands of people who already believe what you believe and who are looking for a like-minded tribe. So ask yourself, are you going to be the one to bring this offer to them? Are you going to build a space for people to connect and to create and to build trust with you? I want to help you get your first 1,000 true fans who become your top fans, who end up being your biggest supporters and advocates, spreading your message to the world. As an entrepreneur, you're going to start to build a community so fast. As soon as you start sharing your vision, your interests, your beliefs, those people come to you. So, early registration is encouraged. Again, these spots are going to fill up fast, especially with these amazing fast action bonuses. We start on Monday, September 23rd, so you'll want to sign up quickly if you are interested in snagging one of those spots. All right, I'm going to open the floor for Q&A. My Instagram is down, so I will open up Q&A over on the webinar or on Facebook. If you do have a question, you can just type it in the chat box. And again, we do start on Monday, so time is of the essence. I'm trying to open this Q&A here. Start a new Q&A. All right, so we've got this Q&A button. If not, I do encourage you to just reach out to me via email, hello@kelseyridle.com. Again, I'm more than happy to chat with you. You can book in a call with me anytime tomorrow or Thursday. I've cleared my schedule so that I can chat with you all, connect with you, and to really ensure that if the visionary method is right for you, that I make sure that you have all your questions and hesitations answered. A lot of the info can be found over on our page here, the course content, how to enroll, and all that good stuff. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to take advantage of the fast action bonuses. They do expire, and you'll see the countdown over here. You've got 2 days, 3 hours, 25 minutes. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Really always love spending time with you guys, and I will hopefully talk to you soon and see you on Monday when we kick off with our launch call. Bye.